everyone, welcome back to Juggling Gym. In 2024, I went to 5 different juggling festivals. And in this vlog, I'm going to talk about my highlights from each festival. Let's start off with Game of Thrones in Palo Alto, California. A highlight of this festival was hanging out with my friend Jonathan. Jonathan and I have done a video about easy partner juggling tricks, so definitely go check that one out. Jonathan has never juggled clubs before, so it was pretty fun. At this festival, we worked on partner juggling tricks with clubs. Here he's doing a trick called takeouts because he's taking clubs out of my pattern and he's putting them back into my pattern.
My friends Steven and Michael covered takeouts in their workshop that day.
Right here, he's doing a really good job of giving me good club passes, and he's also doing a really good job of catching my club passes. He was actually able to juggle 3 clubs during this festival, and I was really surprised because he had never tried this before. So good job, Jonathan. The Groundhog Juggling Festival is in Atlanta, Georgia, which is nice because that is my hometown, so I don't have to travel for this festival, which is super convenient. In 2024, I was in charge of the workshops for the first time. As a workshop coordinator, it's basically your job to make sure that the workshops are announced every hour and people know that workshops are happening and they know where to go. Even though I was busy with the workshops, it was like a good kind of busy and I definitely enjoyed it. One highlight for me is that my dad came to this festival and it's the first juggling festival he's ever been to.
My dad and I have also filmed a video about partner juggling tricks.
Since I was a little bit busy just announcing the workshops, I forgot to take a lot of footage, but here's one clip I have of me passing clubs with Atticus and his dad. We're passing clubs in a triangle pattern. Everyone is throwing to one person and receiving clubs from a different person. Congress of Jugglers at the University of Maryland was the next juggling festival I went to. And this was a really fun festival. Well, they're all really fun, but one thing that was nice about this festival is I got to hang out with Kerstin. You may recognize Kerstin from our video on club passing tricks. Kerstin is an amazing unicyclist, so here we're doing a unicycle trick called a star. She's definitely carrying the team on this one and she's supporting me as I go around her, but I think I'm doing a decent job here. There was a fire night and Kerstin did a great job of juggling torches. Someone let me borrow their LED juggling clubs and I was able to pass clubs with someone.
This is 4-4-1, which works pretty well in a 4 count. Basically, I do 2 throws high and 1 throw low instead of doing 3 regular throws. Here's a javelin throw, which looks really distinct.
Here's some more club passing with Kerstin. We're doing synced ultimates. Ultimates means that every throw is a pass, and then synced just means that we're throwing 2 clubs at once. In July, I went to the International Jugglers Association Annual Festival, also known as the IJA. The IJA rotates where it's going to be every year, but in 2024, it was in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, I've been to the IJA before, but I've never been the whole time, so this was really fun because I got to stay the whole week. So IJA is different from the EJC, the European Juggling Convention, because IJA is in a hotel, and then EJC is outside and everyone camps. When you hear that there's a week-long juggling festival, you might wonder, what are we doing that whole time? But there's actually so much to do. I like to spend my time going to workshops, teaching workshops, passing clubs with people, meeting new people, also hanging out with my friends. And every evening there's a show or a competition, so that's always something fun to watch. On Tuesday, I did a partner performance at the Boys and Girls Club in Green Bay. It was part of the IJA Benefit Show, which is a free show that the jugglers put on for whatever Boys and Girls Club is close to the IJA that year. And as a thank you for performing, the Boys and Girls Club gave us this comic book that the kids made, and this is really cute. Performing was really fun, but I was also really tired after this because I got there late on Monday night and then I had to rehearse for the performance and then do the performance. And then the day after that, I went to like a ton of workshops and I also taught workshops and it was way too much. I really needed to like calm down and like pace myself. So for the rest of the festival, I did a somewhat better job of doing that. All the workshops I went to were great. And one of them was about combining club and ring tricks together, which I'd never really thought about. So here I'm working on a couple of the tricks that I learned at the workshop. I also passed clubs with some of the people I met at the 2023 Kansas City Juggling Festival. We're doing a 3-person pattern called a feed, where I'm passing to Jim and Bill, but Bill and Jim are only passing with me. They're not passing with each other. I went to a fun workshop about takeouts, and here I'm doing the trick with Jim, another Jim that I met at the Kansas City Juggling Festival. Here I am passing clubs with someone I met in the gym named Aaron. We're doing 3 count, which is a pattern where you're passing the same 2 clubs back and forth. Now we're doing gym's 3 count, and it's a little hard to see the difference, but we're both doing 2 passes from our right hand and then 2 passes from our left hand, instead of doing regular 3 count, which is 1 right hand pass and then 1 left hand pass. These are some more fun tricks that we did together. I like this one because we're doctoring back and forth, and we're doing slightly different variations of doctoring, which makes it look pretty cool. Instead of doing a regular pass, you intercept the pass early, and then you can put the club into their hand instead of throwing it. Another workshop I went to was about front flats with clubs, where the clubs don't spin and they go right in front of you. So here I am working on that trick. It doesn't look great, but this is the first time where this trick started to make sense to me, and I can actually do it a lot better now. It's really fun when you go to workshops because people can explain things and you can learn things, and it just starts to click in a way that it never clicked before. Here are a few other tricks I learned during some of the IJA workshops.
This is a 4-2-3 variation called windshield wipers. These are cigar box juggling tricks, which I don't play around with too often, but it's always fun when I do. In this 4-2-3 variation, I just move my arm when I'm not throwing the ball.
An amazing thing that happened this festival is I got an award. So I got the Flamingo Award, and it's really cool because, you know, I'm just like making these videos. It's just me talking with my tripod, and it's really nice to see that people like my videos and that people are getting something out of it and they're learning how to juggle. I also gave a speech, which was pretty terrifying, but it went well and it was really nice. Definitely a super cool moment at this festival. Continuing with the Portland Festival, I've been to the Portland Festival one time in 2022, but this was my first time in the regular venue, which is Reed College. I got to hang out with my friend David, who I haven't seen in a while. We went to a really fun workshop about side-by-side partner juggling tricks, and here we're doing a few of the tricks that we learned at that workshop.
This trick is similar because we're still throwing the pink club back and forth, but now we're doing it with a flat throw, and this is much harder to do than a regular throw.
I feel really lucky that I got to go to 5 festivals last year. This year I'm going to Game of Thrones, Groundhog, probably IJA, and then I'm not sure which festival I'm going to in the fall. Definitely say hi to me if you see me at a juggling festival. I love meeting people who have watched my videos. Keep juggling and have fun.